It's the greatest NFL playoff wildcard matchup in history. That's not an understatement. These two teams, Eagles, Packers, combined 25 wins this season, the most wins ever in a wildcard matchup. It's a shame that one team will not advance, but one of them has to go home. One of them will advance to play in the next round. I've got a free play coming up for you, though, on the total in this game. I think the over-under is the way to play this game. I'm going to explain why. Free play with analysis coming up right now. Hi, this is Steve Merrill, WagerTalk.com, right back here on Wager Talk TV, breaking down your Packers-Eagles wildcard game, 4:30 Eastern this Sunday on Fox National TV. And as I mentioned, 25 combined wins. These are two really good teams. The Packers are a very dangerous 7 seed, but they're running into a tough test against the Eagles, a team that beat them by 5 in Brazil in the opening week. And keep in mind, Philadelphia won that game by 5 on a neutral field despite having a 3-1 turnover deficit. Green Bay also now without one of their best receivers. Christian Watson is out after the knee injury last week. And what a debacle that game was last week against the Bears. Green Bay was a 10-point favorite. Had they won the game as expected, they would have avoided Philadelphia this week and gotten the 6th seed and taken on the Tampa Bay Bucs, a much easier opponent. But instead they lose outright. They fall to the 7th seed. They have to play the very dangerous Philadelphia Eagles squad. And also, oh, by the way, quarterback Love was banged up, injured his arm last week. He is expected to go, but not 100%. Now, Christian Watson only 5th and 6th in targets and receptions this year for the Packers, but that's misleading because he is a big play threat. In fact, he easily led the team on average reception at over 21 yards per catch. Nobody else had more than 15.5 yards per reception. So it is a loss having Watson. The offense will be a little bit weaker. Love banged up. But don't forget, Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts is also banged up. He missed the last couple games. He is expected to return. He's practiced this week, but I'm not sure he's 100%. And keep in mind, he was the team's second leading rusher this season behind Saquon Barkley, who had a fantastic year with over 2,000 yards. If Hurts is 100% with that head injury, maybe he doesn't run the ball as much. And his passing numbers this year, they were a pretty mediocre passing team, to be honest. The Eagles are a run-based offense. In fact, it's a rarity to see an NFL team run for almost as many yards as they throw. But Philadelphia came pretty close to doing it at times this season. In fact, overall this year, they averaged 179 rushing yards, only 188 passing yards a game. 7.1 yards per pass came against opponents that allow 6.9. Packers give up just 6.5 against teams that average 6.8. So Philly could be limited throwing the ball. Jordan Love banged up. Christian Watson out. Packers also might be a little bit more limited. They had a very good offense this year, but the Eagles' defense was fantastic, ranking first or second in several key categories and giving up just 17.5 points, 4.9 yards per play this year against teams that average 5.6. I think the under is the way to play this game. Packers are going to be a little bit weaker offensively. Eagles, not a great offensive team, more of a defensive run-based team. Let's take a look at the under 45.5 between the Eagles and Packers on Sunday afternoon. Line open 46. In fact, using all matchups this season, Packers and Eagles scored 45, 47 per game. That would get you right at 46. And I think the line is where it should be. But 45 and 44 are both key numbers. So at 45.5 or more, it is a nice number to play the under. Also, cold conditions. Weather should be clear, but low 30s. Maybe some flurries during the game. Nothing that probably will affect scoring one way or the other. But once again, I think this under is the play between the Packers and Eagles. Two really good teams, 25 combined wins. Let's look at the total, though, for the free play. Under 45.5. Green Bay, Philadelphia, 4:30 Eastern Sunday on Fox. Hey, comment below. What are your thoughts on this game? Side, total, player props. How are you attacking this game on Sunday? What about some running back props? Barkley over. I think it's going to be a ground and pound game for Philadelphia, especially if Hurts is not 100%. So maybe his over rushing props could be worth a look. It seems a little obvious. Obviously, Green Bay is going to key on him. The Packers this season, by the way, against the run, 4 yards per rush allowed against teams that average 4.4. Eagles averaged 4.9 against teams that gave up 4.5. So the Eagles are stepping up in class a little bit against a stronger rush D, but nothing crazy. Overall, how these teams fared, by the way, against winning opponents, I'd like to look at that more specifically, we could say, against playoff opponents. Well, that's the real Achilles heel for the Packers this year. They beat up on everyone until that Bears loss. Obviously a terrible loss, as I talked about in the season finale. Before that, they basically dominated the losing teams and struggled against the good teams. In fact, against other playoff teams this year, Green Bay was just 2-5 straight up and just 1-5-1 against the spread. However, they did outgain 4 of those 7 teams, but still just 1-5 against the number. Eagles definitely were better against winning competition against playoff teams. They went 5-2 straight up and against the spread, but they actually got outgained in 4 of the 7 games, including that Green Bay game. Green Bay had a 4-yard advantage in Brazil back in early September and also had the yards per play edge, even though the Eagles won by 5 with the 3-1 turnover deficit, as I mentioned earlier. So just some extra stuff to look at here in this matchup on Sunday. Hey, comment below. You're looking at the side total, player props. Include some analysis. Let's learn and earn and win together here on Wager Talk TV. And if you're liking these free play videos, thumbs up like. The more thumbs up likes, the more comments, the more free play videos I do for football and basketball every day here on the channel. It's that simple. Don't forget, I also have previews for the other games this week, and I have your Sunday night game, Bucks, not my Commanders, and also the Monday night game between the Vikings and Rams. Free play videos here for that. Also, your Saturday Steelers-Ravens game, if you're joining us earlier, is up on the channel also. And, of course, my NFL Fade the Public video, your deep dive into the wild card round here on Wager Talk TV. So when you click subscribe, click that bell, and you will get an instant alert when all the free play videos are posted every day so you never miss out here on the channel. Speaking of the NFL, I have been red hot in pro football. In fact, over the past 2 months, I'm ranked number 1 in units won on best bets in the NFL. In fact, all NFL plays the past 2 months have gone 24-12, 67%, up over 40 units of profit for my clients over the past 2 months in the NFL. I am seeing it right. In fact, the last 5 Sundays alone, my client best bets have gone 14-2 the last 5 Sundays. Now, these free plays are nice. Sometimes they become best bets. Most of the time, they're just opinions. The only way to make sure you get all of my official best bets, you don't miss out, is to have a direct subscription. And we do have a special offer right now for the entire NFL playoffs. Get an instant 25% discount with promo code PLAYOFFS. Playoffs! That's right, promo code PLAYOFFS. When you buy the NFL playoff package, use promo code PLAYOFFS at checkout for an instant 25% savings. It gets you every play, all 13 playoff games, including the Super Bowl, and all my props, everything for the rest of the NFL season. And once again, I am red hot 24-12 over the past 2 months. Now, if you want basketball and football, and you really should, by the way, if you're taking a serious investment approach, that's the way to do it. Play all the sports consistently. Don't forget, by the way, baseball starts in just a few months. Hard to believe baseball's only a few months away. We won over 100 units in baseball last year. Just had a monster season. I'm number 1 all-time entering this year in the NBA in profit, including 85 and 56 last year on NBA sides. Number 1 in college hoops a couple years before that. And I just mentioned the red-hot NFL run that we're on, 24-12 the last 2 months. All Sports All Access gets every college and pro football, college and pro basketball, and baseball best bet every day for the next 365 days and nights for about $1 a play. But you got to have a promo code to get that discount, SM365. Here's how it works. Go to my page, Steve Merrill, wagertalk.com, select the 1-year all access, and enter promo code SM365 at checkout for an instant $811 savings. Gets it down to exactly $3 a day, about $1 a play for every best bet, every sport for the next 365 days and nights. How did we do last year? Well, in 2024, we won 133 units in all sports. I'm looking to have a huge 2025 as well. Go there right now, SteveMerrillWagerTalk.com. You don't have to memorize the promos, whether you want the playoff special or the 1-year all-access special. Full details, the promo codes, the special offers are listed on my page every day. And then right below that, make sure you check out that bonus free play. It's quite simple. I have maybe 2 to 3 best bets on average per day. I'm very selective. The game that just misses the cut, just a bit outside, that last cut I post for free for everybody to see as a bonus free play. So once again, check out the daily free play right now. Check out those special offers. And don't miss out. An incredible 14-2 the last 5 Sundays on best bets. And I love the card this weekend once again. Steve Merrill, wagertalk.com. Hey, get there quicker with shortcut WT.buzz/SM. Follow me on social media as well on X and Instagram at Steve Merrill. 2 R's, 1 L at Steve Merrill on X and Instagram. And stay tuned here to Wager Talk TV because you know there's more free play videos coming up next.